most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Juklo.
Good morning, everyone. It is a little milder out there this morning, or at least not as chilly as it was yesterday at this time. We do have overcast skies, kind of a cool looking sky here over Harrisburg, some stable clouds over the city, and we've got temperatures, as I said, that are a good 10, even in some spots 15 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. 55 in Wormleysburg right now, dew point of 50, and those dew points are going to be creeping closer to 60 this afternoon, so you might feel a little mugginess in the air today, but it's not going to be anything too out of control. Everybody in the 50s right now. 54 appears to be the popular number there in Lewistown, Mifflintown, Louisville, and Carlisle. So a milder start, and we are likely heading for the mid-70s this afternoon, which is closer to where we should be for this time of the year. A lot of clouds on the satellite, and yes, we are even watching a line of some showers and weakening thunderstorms pushing through the Laurel Highlands right now. Now, these are very fast-moving showers today, so these will likely cross, at least this first batch will cross, as we head closer to about 8 or 9 a.m. this morning over our western county. It's not going to last very long, but we do have some additional showers and storms developing over parts of Ohio. So this first initial round is with the warm front. Then some warmer and more humid air moves in, and then we've got the cold front, and that's where we could see the potential for some stronger storms this afternoon if we get enough heating of the day. In terms of our precision cast, you can see as we head over the next few hours, that line starts to move through our western counties, so likely getting closer to Harrisburg by about 9 o'clock, and that will swing through and wrap up by late this morning. Here come another round of some showers and storms this afternoon. Again, if we see enough sunshine before these storms arrive, there is the potential for some isolated severe weather. What's happening is we have a lot of cold air moving in aloft, and we also have a lot of wind energy too, so the only thing we need is to heat the surface. So if we get to about 74, 75 degrees today, that would certainly be enough to perhaps lead to some locally strong wind gusts. And there is even a very isolated chance of a tornado as we are looking at some spinning winds in the lower atmosphere. That's something we'll just keep an eye on. Right now, it doesn't look anything too widespread. By later this evening, this will all wrap up. So by later tonight, drier air moves in. And tomorrow, the main headline is going to be the wind, as we are going to see some breezy conditions. Winds could gust over 25, even 30 miles per hour tomorrow. So going to be a seasonable day with highs in the low to mid 70s. Watch what happens later this week. We've got highs back down into the 60s. So normal high, 75 degrees. We're going to be right around that for today and tomorrow. But then cooler air gradually returns, and we're talking about highs only in the mid to upper 60s there for the middle of the week. All right, let's get you up to speed on Ian, because it is still a tropical storm, but it is expected to rapidly strengthen as we head over the next couple of days. So as it drifts toward the western Caribbean, there is a lot of warm water here and low wind shear. So that means that storm has the potential to really ramp up rather quickly. So the Hurricane Center now expecting this thing to be a Category 4 as it enters the Gulf. Notice the maximum sustained winds there are 140 miles per hour. Now the question is still, are we going to see a landfall on the west side of Florida, or is it going to be over the Florida Panhandle? Still a little too early to say. Either way, we are talking about the potential for dangerous storm surge, flooding, and very strong winds. The one saving grace is that it may weaken a little bit before it makes landfall, because the environment over the northern Gulf won't be as favorable. We've been getting questions already. Are we going to see rain from Ian? I think we are, but I also don't think it's going to be a lot. And here's why. Notice the weather pattern as this approaches us. So we're looking ahead here to Wednesday and Thursday. Here comes the storm approaching Florida. Notice to the north. That's a very strong area of high pressure, and there's going to be a lot of dry air associated with that. So essentially, that's going to act like a brick wall to a lot of this moisture initially. And keep in mind, too, we haven't had much in the way of any rain over the past week. So while I do think we'll eventually see some rain as we head toward next Saturday, late next Saturday, notice it takes forever to get here, and it kind of gets chewed up by that dry air. So at this point, again, I would expect some rain, but it does not look to be significant for our area. We'll, of course, keep watching trends. In the meantime, watch out for a few stronger storms this afternoon, and then it's all about the breezy conditions to follow over the next few days, and eventually, Kayla, cooler air returns. How about that? Highs in the 60s, overnight lows in the 40s, so great time to get outside later this week. Certainly want to make some outdoor plans.